Hey guys, and welcome back to Game Night. I'm Jaysen Headley. This is Carl Lee. Oh. And this time on Game Night, we're going to be doing our very first look. Which means we're going to be looking at a game that's not out on the market yet. It actually just went up on Kickstarter as of this recording 2 days ago. Woo. So everything we say here is going to be very just first impression-y. Yeah. We're going to talk a lot about, just our thoughts a little bit, what we like about the game.
Yeah, it's a prototype, so this isn't going to be how the game will be at the end when it's finally done. So we get to kind of see, what's underneath all these things, what's happening, what's going on, how does it work, what's it all about before anybody else does. And
so for our very first look, we're gonna be looking at a game called Gayme. This is a 2 to 6 player kind of sort of dice rolling game, but it uses customized dice.
There's luck involved. Yeah, it's kind of like gambling. It's kind of like gambling.
Adorable. It is like, well, it is gambling.
Yeah, it is. Gambling. It says your morning isn't starting out great. You woke up very nearly dead. So did everyone else around you. Also, Gayme is here to take you from from this life to the after realm. Fortunately, there is a way out. You and other players around you have one chance to escape the grim fate that awaits you on the other side. You must defeat one another and then Gayme himself at the game of his very own making. Oh.
Yeah, the idea of the game is that you're sort of gambling against other players, and you have these tokens, and the idea is to get rid of all of your tokens, and once you do, then you can gamble against Gayme himself, who has a little bit of an unfair advantage. So you're and that's how you win the game. You're trying to get rid of all of your tokens, beat Gayme, and then you're done. Alright, so we're going to play a little bit of the game just to give you an idea of how it looks. We have our play areas set up here. So our play area, basically we have this cute little coaster guy here, which looks a little bit like that. And this is where we can keep track of strikes, which you're going to see are when we roll a red side of the little dice there. Aren't the dice so cute? They have the customized little adorable dice. And then down here is where we can pick up Grim's hand if we save up enough green tokens, so you kind of see how that goes. Now, one little note, the game comes with 3 of these red tokens to put on the strikes. We've just been using 1 and sliding it over because we've found that it's a little difficult to put 3 and then, because as fast as the game starts moving, like put 3 and then hand them to the next person, we just like to use 1. So I'm going to roll my little dice here. So I already got 2 red, which means, and I froze 1. So if I get another red, I'm going to have to take more tokens, but I can't pass my turn until I have at least rolled 1 green, so I'm going to roll again. And I rolled another red, so I'm going to have to take 3 tokens, because when you roll 3 reds, you get 3 strikes, you take tokens, your turn's over.
Got a blue, a green, and a red.
Cool, so because Carl got a green, he's going to take a green, he's going to put a green token kind of into reserve that he can then get rid of at the end of his turn if he wants to. And then he got a blue, and this dice is now frozen, so he can't roll it for the rest of his turn.
And I have a red one here, a strike because of the red die.
So another blue die is frozen, but he got another green token. So what he's doing here is he's collecting them for Grim's hand, and these are sort of like gotcha things that you can draw from if you get 3 of those tokens. And then they have you kind of like pawn things off on your friends, which is pretty fun. Do you want to roll your...
So I have 2, I'm close to having 3. I have this 1 die left that I can roll, and it's safe to roll, I think, because even if I get a red, it's only 2 strikes. It's only a problem when you get 3 strikes. When you get 3 strikes...
When you get 3 strikes, you're going to have to take 3 tokens from here, and your turn will end. Oh. So that sets you back a little.
So I got blue. That means it's frozen, it's nothing, I can't get anything, so my turn is done.
Turn is done. So I'm going to give him another roll. Hopefully I get a little bit better this time. Just getting... You'll see the turns move really quickly in the game, right?
So I will re-roll these 2 reds, because the blue is frozen. And I have 1 red, and that brings me up to 3 strikes. So I already have 3.
So you can turn those in
from last time now, so I can turn them.
Yeah, you can. Oh no, I'm sorry. What you do is you take a Grim's card here.
Okay, yeah. So I don't turn them in, but I've used them, so they're gone from here now.
Yeah.
And my Grim's hand card says 3 fingers of disdain. Give 3 of your tokens to the opponent of your choice. So those 3 tokens that I originally had for Grimm's hand here on my player card is now used to give to any player I'd like. And I would give them to Jaysen so that he has more of them and less likely to win now.
So every once in a while something fun happens where you draw a duel card. And what's cool about the duel card is that it means that I get to pick someone around the table, I get to roll one of these dice, one of our regular little cute Grimm dice, and that tells me how many coins we're putting on line. So in this case, it's a green one. We use our little conversion chart here, and that says we're each putting 5 coins on the line. So then, because Carl's my only fellow player, we're each going to roll a d12. I rolled a 6. Carl, would you do the honors? Carl rolled a 4. So I'm the winner, but Carl is actually the one who's going to take all of those coins back. There you go. You just take those right there. And that's a great way, you know, it's a good example of there are lots of different ways that you're getting rid of coins and your of the little tokens and how you're pawning them off. And that dueling is actually what you do with Grimm at the end when you no longer have coins, and that's how you win the game, is by beating Grimm in a duel. So, Carl, now that we played Grimm and you beat me, what are your thoughts?
Well, it's a nice, simple game, and I think that what's cool about it is you can kind of see how it can kind of grow from what it is already because it's so simple that you could have expansions. It's got rules that can expand, and there's room for more, and we don't even know if this is the end product and what they might change, you know? And I think that's, you know, that's a really good thing, is that there's a lot going for it. It's super simple and easy to learn. Another thing about the strike, another idea, you know, other than just having one that moves through for every single player individually, there could be something in the middle where maybe there's like a marker that you move, you know, for each of the strikes in the middle for all, you know, each player as they play, so then it's not, you know, per player that has to do it and reset every single time, versus something that's in the center that you reset for each player.
Yeah, I mean, this game it moves so quickly between turns that I just want to see it move as fast as possible, you know, like go, go, go. I will say one of my favorite things about this game is everybody gets this, like, Grimm's Fate card, and at the end of the game, the person who wins essentially lives, and everyone else goes to the afterworld, so they all have to read their fate in the afterworld. And this is literally I love this part of this game, because they are so intricate. It's not like you go to the afterworld and have a fiat. Like, it's involved. It's like several paragraphs long. They're really funny. They're really clever. I would love to see more of them. When this game comes out to market, and if the Kickstarter does great, which, spoiler, it already has, I would love to see just a deck full of these cards, because they are so fun. I know that'd be a lot of work for Michael, but they're so fun, and I want to see more of them so that they're different every time, because as it is right now, there's only a few, and I know it's a prototype, but we could probably breeze through them in a few games.
I'm also kind of wondering if, like, there is a lot of text here, but I almost want to see an illustration of what's described, like some kind of illustration. I think that'd be really cool, but there isn't too much room on the back of this, unless it's bigger.
Yeah, and we already love the artwork, so illustrations, illustrations. But yeah, I love that it's so simple. I love that I could teach it to friends in a matter of, you know, minutes. And it's really quick, and it's really easy to learn. It has so much style. You don't see this much style and this much, like, flair and artistic, you know, the art of this game just really has it all together, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, great graphic design, color schemes.
Yeah, for sure. Well, anyway, guys, Grimm is just launched its Kickstarter, and it also, I think, just hit 100%. So, and it's been on for like 2 or 3 days, and they're doing great, and people are loving this game. Everyone that's playing the prototype is really enjoying it. So absolutely, playgrimgames.com is a great place to learn new things about the game. We'll also put a link to their Kickstarter. Thank you so much to the people at Grimm Games for sending us a copy so we could try it out. We really did enjoy it quite a bit. And, yeah, we look forward to talking more about some games here very soon.
Yeah, we definitely look forward to the final product to see what changes, you know, what you keep.
Yeah, and something I'll say is that I love about these guys so far just in working with them is that they're so responsive. Like, they sent out prototypes to fans kind of randomly on Instagram, and everybody sent back feedback, and within, like, days, they sent out new updated rules about, you know, taking off that feedback. That just shows such dedication and such care for your product that when your players send you feedback, you're like on it, and that's great. That's what I love to see from developers, is that they care about what their fans think, and that is just wonderful to see. So I can't wait to see the final product. I can't wait to see what kind of things, because now you surpassed Kickstarter. That means that you have to have stretch goals and all kinds of fun new things, and maybe there's art on these cards as a stretch goal.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm Jaysen Headley. This is carlkaholi. Check us out, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Game Night. Bye!